excited to see how this goes
I'm
with
so
the
excited.
ARs.
We're going to start with Vermont. No, looks like we're switching over to Penguin here for the side of Florida Muteteers, starting on this P3 area. Penguin pushing up with that Vulcan hand. That's something that we just don't see very often anymore. Firing some shots. First blood is going to go to Kib for the side of Florida Muteteers. Trades coming in. Penguin hopping up, trying to join his teammates in hill. But Brindy here in mid, he tries to get a little too aggressive there. He is going to get shut down. Luckily, his teammates are there for the trade. Kib grabbing 3 there in hill as all 4 members of Denver Surrender are wiped off of the map, forced back into their spawn, their back church. Kib pushing up, getting aggressive here, trying to find some more. He did have 3 in a row. He is going to fall. Elite Drew trying to push for the trade, and he's going to fall as well as Asinine finds a big 2-piece of his own. Now with 8 seconds left on this hill, it is going to get contested, and both teams start their rotation over to this P2 area. Vermont already set up here on plat, but he doesn't see. Look at number 1 and 2 pushing up behind him there. Elite Drew able to take him down. 2 other players of Denver Surrender falling in the process. Now JD, last alive for his team, checks the corner, and it is going to cost him his life as Elite Drew is there. 2 in a row for Elite Drew, 3 in a row for Penguin, and they are working on their streaks. And I mean, Florida Muteteers coming out absolutely swinging.
Definitely. Elite Drew sitting at 8-2 on a 3 streak right now. If they were to get this glide this early in the game, it's going to lead to some serious trouble for Denver.
Yeah, I mean, Elite Drew on 4, Penguin on 5. Drew finally does fall from that hill, but Penguin on 6 now. He has that strafe, but it is GA'd. But there's the glide. He's got the glide to work with as he starts rotating over to P3, where his teammates are already waiting for him. You see Kib there pushed up a little bit. Elite Drew on time. Brindy back, trying to block those spawns, and all 4 members of Denver Surrender pushing up through mid and that hillside of the map. And Elite Drew absolutely frying. 12-3 start for him as he finds 3 more on the map. But now Asinine trying to play his life here top. He has been called out as he's spotted by Penguin, but he's still peeking, waiting for his teammates. I love the way he's playing this, actually. He's sacrificing, 10-15 seconds, waiting for his teammates to get close. Unfortunately, though, it's AOJ pushes out there, and he is going to fall to Penguin. All 4 members of Denver Surrender getting pushed back once again, wiped off the map. JD finally able to pick up a kill for the side of Denver, but he's going to be instantly traded out by Brindy as he finds a 2-piece of his own. Penguin still on streaks. 8-1. He's got the glide bomb. Played his life perfectly back there. He's already got the streaks, but still just playing for a nuke at this point. Trying to go as flawless as he can go. 8-1 on the map on 8 kills currently. Brindy on 5 now. He's playing for that glide bomb. Elite Drew finds 2 more. And this game has just been Florida Muteteers. They came in hot and they have ran away from it. And Denver Surrender is going to have to find some momentum. What do you think needs to happen for them to get back into this game, Shiharm?
I think if I'm Denver Surrender right now, just kind of waiting for your teammates. Just kind of challing with your teammates. I feel like if they have the numbers on Florida, they can absolutely get a clean break. Just kind of, they have to hit all together.
Yeah, definitely. You see a lot of solo chals here. I mean, AOJ able to get that trade, able to bust into the hill. He picked up about 6 seconds there for his team. Unfortunately, he does get double teamed. Elite Drew coming in once again. I've said his name so many times this map. 23-6. Absolutely frying for his team here. And Denver Surrender just doesn't seem to have his kryptonite. They don't have an answer for him here.
I think if I'm Denver Surrender right now, performing a pinch on this hill is going to be massive for them. Kind of just throwing your nades and stuns as best as you can, trying to pick them off one by one. AOJ does take out one, but does get taken out by Brindy. Asinine in there with his teammate. But 2 players of the Florida Muteteers are already there to answer that call.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Asinine able to get in, get that contest going. his teammate, though, hopping downstairs, I mean, I understand you want to watch that, but once you go down there and you clear that, you've got to come back up. You've got to double chow whoever's in hill. You know, if you're not winning your ones, which Denver Surrender is not this map, they're just not. 4 and 14, 4 and 17, 7, 17. I mean, Asinine doing a little bit better than his teammates there, but they're just not winning their ones. And when you know that, you've got to start pushing with your team. You've got to start double, triple challenging. You've got to start team shooting. You've got to start pushing and playing together. And even though they were able to get into that hill and stop the bleeding for just a few seconds there, they solo chowed it. And now, you know, Penguin finally calling that glide there. He's going to go ahead and take AOJ out of that hill. That's going to open it up for Florida Muteteers to hop right in. And they can't win it here, but they can get pretty dang close.
Yeah. Right now, Denver surrendered. I honestly think they just have to take a deep breath. Kind of just regroup and play together. The map's not over till it's over. And all it takes is a couple good holds, a couple good chains, and they're back in it. They just got to kind of breathe, regain, and do their thing. They're undefeated. They are a good team. They just got to get their momentum.
Yeah, I mean, we see this all the time in Call of Duty, right? I mean, we just watched, for those of you who watched, like, the CDL Major, like, we watched Optic go to Grands without ever winning a map 1. We watched Toronto place top 4 without ever taking a hard point. So, I mean, it happens, for sure. This could just be, you know, first map jitters. This could be maybe they're just not a hard point team. Maybe this just isn't their map. Maybe we go on to Bokage and Denver Surrender just absolutely fries. But from what I can tell, this map is, I mean, this is Florida's map. They're taking this. They're 5 seconds away from winning now. The hill does get contested for just a second, but 1 more second to go. And just like that, Florida Muteteers takes map 1 in a dominating fashion.
Absolutely. I think if I'm Florida right now, I'm feeling pretty dang good.
I mean, you've got to, right? I mean, they didn't just get... Here we are, Denver Surrender looking to answer back after their performance there in map 1, seeing, you know, for all we know, this is just a goated Surge team.
Absolutely.
But we're about to find out. Asinine grabbing the bomb. He's going to hit bottom barn here, and that stun comes. It opens the door, but I don't think he was spotted. Elite Drew up top, Kib there, hanging out by Shed. And Asinine just not sure where he wants to go with that bomb just yet. Elite Drew was spotted up top. He took some bullets there from JD, but Brindy is going to have that cue from his mini-map. He's going to flank around. He's going to take him out. Trades coming in, but Florida Muteteers able to hit that route, get behind them, and they're going to take round 1 here in map 2. What do you think? What went wrong there for Denver?
Not necessarily went wrong, but I think just playing this map in general, you can take a slow approach at it, but what I would like to see one of these two teams do, either or, is a rush plant, because a lot of teams aren't looking for that in a search and destroy. Bokage is the one map that you can get away with a rush plant.
Yep.
And not have to be scared.
Well,
just because of the close quarters. Tuscan, yeah, Tuscan
rush
as
planting
well.
That A site, probably your best bet. But I just feel like, I don't know. Elite Drew, though, he's going to go ahead and slide first for his teammates here. He sees that door open. He knows they've already broken in. He's going to go right up top and find the first blood on AOJ. I'm sorry, that wasn't first blood. I lied. But his teammates answer right behind him. Florida Muteteers perfect in that round. And they're going to go up 2-0 here in map 2.
Absolutely. And I brought this up at the start of the map. The one thing on the side of Denver that they cannot let Florida do is let their subs get momentum. I think if the subs on the side of Florida get momentum, it's going to be a very, very tough regain. Just because from what I'm seeing, I mean, I say that as we're looking at Brendy, who is 4-0 with an auto on Bokage.
Absolutely.
But when you let your subs run wild on this map, it can be very dangerous for another team.
Pretty typical setup here from the side of Florida as well, with the exception that Brindy has called out JD there in River, and Kib is just going to fly at him. I mean, Florida Muteteers, you have to, I mean, you can see it in their gameplay. They are feeling confident as ever, and you see the opposite out of Denver. You see them playing really shy, really timid. Asinine once again with that, he took the bomb. He couldn't really go anywhere. He ended up dropping it. AOJ, Vermont, able to pick up some kills there. I love that for them. But now look at how separate they're playing. It looks like Vermont is trying to wrap back to him, and I love that they're finally getting together here because this is what they need to do. You're in a 2v2 situation here.
I do think they know bombs down, though.
Vermont. Terrible timing there. That was just terrible timing. I mean, COD timing at its finest. But now AOJ left in a 1v2 situation here. 1 and 2. Finally picked up his first kill here. He could get amazing timing or terrible timing. It looks like it's going to be terrible as he just doesn't check his right. And Florida Muteteer is off to a fantastic start here, not only in this map, but in the series, as they already lead 1-0 in the series, leading 3-0 here in map 2. But it's search and destroy. One round, one good play, that's all you need to shift this momentum. Denver Surrender is not out just yet.
Absolutely. And the only thing right now, if I'm Denver, especially on this defense, is just not overextending the bomb site. But we do see a sniper.
Yeah, Penguin bringing out the sniper.
And Florida just rushing to A.
You wanted to see that rush plant, but Asinine and Vermont picking up some big kills there after their teammate JD does fall to Elite Drew, able to pick up that kill, find the trade, and the sniper. And that's huge for the side of Denver Surrender. Vermont does fall. It is going to even it out and make it a 2v2, but Asinine able to find 2. And just like that, Denver Surrender is on the map. They're on the board. Asinine going big there, finding 3 kills that round. Little help from his teammate. His teammate's going to get the defuse, but Denver Surrender on the board here, 1-3 heading forward.
Absolutely, and that could be the momentum shift that Denver needed to kind of push forward in this Bokij S&D. I do believe, I'm trying to see, I don't know if Denver is running 3 subs in 1 AR or 2 and 2. I do personally like to run 3 on this map, and especially against a team like Florida, running 3 subs I feel like would be just able to combat them a little bit closer range.
I mean, Florida is running 2 subs, an AR, and a sniper.
That is
Elite
true.
Drew with the first blood, taking down JD once again. That's like his 3rd time getting blooded. You've got to feel bad for JD there. It seems like his positioning maybe needs some work, but there's still plenty of COD to play as his teammate comes through with the trade. 2v3 situation for the side of Denver Surrender. Asinine with that bomb in hand as they start wrapping it back here to this A side. AOJ trying to get back to his teammate there. Asinine getting this bomb down at A. Bomb does get planted. He's going to rush out undetected. I don't think Brindy was spotted there. AOJ did see him. He did see him, but Brindy able to get through. He is going to fall there in mid. And just like that, Denver Surrender take Penguin out as he's trying to snipe up top. 2 in a row for Denver Surrender. Who would have thought?
Absolutely. And this could, like I said last round, all it takes is 1 round at a time for these teams.
Absolutely.
And once you shut down the sub power of Florida, with them having a sniper on the map, the sniper now kind of has to move around in position a little bit better to try to get a pick to pick up one of those guns.
Thank you. I mean, we see Penguin with the sniper,
angle.
But Asinine found 2 that round. He's on 5 in a row. He is 2 off of streaks. Oh, but as I say that, he spotted Elite Drew, who does take him down. Brindy finds 1 as well. Penguin takes out Vermont, and now it's JD. JD didn't get blooded that round. I kind of want to give him a high five for that one. Looks like he did play with his teammates a little bit better. He didn't rush out. He didn't put himself in a position to give them that first blood. He played his life really well there. Unfortunately, his teammates just didn't follow suit.
I think,
and it does honestly, end up being
Florida's
another round for Florida.
I think Florida is just putting the pedal on the gas now. I think they're just going to start flying. If you saw them that round, other than the sniper, they were go, go, go. And I think they're just getting in the face of Denver surrender right now. And Denver's really not having a response for it.
Yeah, I mean, Asinine did. He's 6-4. He was, 5-3. He went on 5 in a row. Unfortunately, he did swallow there. But just like that, Florida Muteteers just coming out swinging. They are ready to end this, as it is now match point here in map 2.
Absolutely. Elite Drew sitting at 9-2 right now currently. Just flying at the members of Denver surrender currently. Brendy and Elite Drew right now, I don't think Denver have a solution for.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to play together. We just haven't seen the teamwork out of it, out of this Florida squad. Not in a way that can rival that of Florida. Penguin with the sniper again. He's watching A. He almost got some good timing there.
Oh,
it's
I don't
Vermont
think he saw the player
kind of teasing the sniper there. Looks like he's able to get away though.
And he just
gonna go in and push into Barna, and he sees Penguin cross. He had to have seen him. He's gonna go in and get perfect timing there. Vermont finding one AOJ, finding one Brindy. Left in a 1v4. He's able to find one. Tries to go for the second. He's gonna get shut down. Denver surrender. Getting a little aggressive there, kind of playing with the sniper, getting perfect timing as he crosses, and I mean, everybody kind of winning their ones. That's exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. If I'm Denver surrender right now, just kind of playing this slow, doing their thing, kind of having fun with it, because at the end of the day, smiles are around. Have some fun with it. Bring it back, win this S&D, automatically go to a map 4. And honestly, like I said, both these teams undefeated. Anyone can take this. They just got to kind of play this a little bit slower. Kind of let the sub power from Florida come to them. And just like that definitely. AOJ with the first pick onto Penguin.
I love this. I mean, you know that Florida Muteteers is kind of flying at you. Slow it down. Hold an angle. Wait for them to fly at you. Brindy, unfortunately, answering back, taking out AOJ. It is a 3v3. But Vermont here in the back, he's going to go ahead and start pushing up. Asinine still in barn with that bomb as he's trying to push up on A. But JD was able to get through, but he's spotted. You got to turn around, JD. No! He gets pinched there from behind, but Asinine trying to rotate over for the trade. He's not going to have the information that he's looking for, but he does have an open plant here if he does want to get it down. It looks like he's going to go ahead and elect to do just that. Vermont rotating over to watch over him. The bomb does get planted at B. Now Vermont pulling back, trying to look behind him. He's going to get spotted, and Asinine last alive, left in a 1v3. He elects to play a corner. He's going to get spotted immediately, and just like that, Florida Muteteers hopping on this bomb. They're going to get that defused, and they have taken map 2, 6-3, and they lead the series now 2-0.
I was just about to say, I hadn't seen anyone this map plant B-bomb yet. I know Bokic has a lot of like A plants,
and they were ready for it. But Denver surrender. They had some great defenses there. They had some great timing. Vermont able to push through and toy with that sniper a little bit, and they have the ability to turn this around. It's got to be an entire team effort. As I say that, though, Florida Muteteers coming out hot. Brindy with the first blood. Kib following suit. Penguin finding another. And Florida almost done with this ticket A. As I say it, they do secure that A point. And they're going to start rotating over. Kib finding 2 more there in mid. Vermont and JD in the back. Looks like JD is going to fall.
Right now.
Yeah, Vermont just couldn't get that pot out of his line of sight. And as he pushes up, gets a little aggressive there. It is going to cost him his life. And it's Kib starting hot here in control. 4-0 start. Already working on streaks as they start their rotation over to B. Bingen does fall. Elite Drew falling as well. But Brindy able to kill Vermont off of that tank. He is going to get that trade. Kind of force them to spawn out a little bit. And JD all by himself now there in plat, waiting for the push through. Trying to find out where Brindy is exactly. He doesn't see any information. That's going to cause him to go ahead and start pushing up, trying to get some info there. Meanwhile, his teammates do fall there on plat. But Asinine is able to find one there from those stairs. He's going to go ahead and push up, Does find one. Brindy, though, finally finding JD in the back, taking out AOJ as well. Asinine joining Vermont here. He is going to fall. Asinine able
does get 2. If I'm Denver right now,
JD, though, able to
shut
him down off of that 22-16 life count. Still in favor of Florida Muteteers, but they've only got a minute on the clock. Asinine pushing in for that kill. He's not going to be able to get it. Does get some shots into him before he runs away, but playing a great life here. Playing a great defensive setup. I love how passive Denver is playing this. They're not getting anxious. They're not chasing kills. They're not running after red dots. They're holding their headies. They're holding their lanes, and they're making Florida Muteteers run to them, and that's exactly what they need to be doing. Unfortunately, they're not really winning their gunfights, as they are now spawning outfield. Vermont able to break through, though. He does find one in the back. Doesn't see Drew sitting in that corner. He was waiting for him, but luckily AOJ there for the trade. JD finds one and Hill able to stop the bleeding there on B. And now just 15 seconds left. AOJ does fall. Pingin on the point. He's able to stop the clock. He knows they're coming from that plat area. He sees JD slide down. JD, you've got to cancel that slide. You've got to pull up your gun. You've got to, shoot back in that situation. But Pingin off the point now. He's going to go ahead and pull back. Elite Drew, though, and his teammates are there for help. And 3 members of this Florida squad on the point. 2 fall, though. Now it's all up to Brindy. He's got to get back on. 0.6 seconds. No respawns remaining for the side of Denver. If Brindy falls, it could end here. He does fall, but Pingin able to hop on that point just in time. Asinine coming in for the trade.
That.
And Denver surrendered, able to hold on despite being slayed out there in round 1.
I love what I saw out of the Denver Surrenders holds there. Very patient, let Florida come to them. Like I said before, the slaying power of Florida, it's just one thing. But we've also seen, if you can get a good hold on Tuscan, on Control, and just let them come to you, and if you can get 3 or 4 down at a time, you then force that one player or all those players to have to rapid hit. And a lot of times, that's either through yellow or through mid, giving how many time you have.
Right.
Denver Surrender on the offense right now. JD does get taken out by Penguin, but they are stacking this 8 point. Let's see if they can get it as quickly as Florida did to kind of give themselves a bit of time. But Elite True, sneaky man right here.
Oh.
Sneaks around, does get the 2 Ps. It does fall to JD. But right now, JD is the only one on the point, waiting for his team to come up. And I like what I see out of Florida. They're kind of just playing, waiting.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they need to do. They're not contesting unnecessarily. I don't know if I'm JD, if I hop immediately on the point there. I feel like I back up. I try to let my teammates get there with me. But it's worked out. They do end up capturing that A point, and now they've got 2 minutes on the clock. And, I mean, they're down 1 life as they start pushing up towards B. What I want to see from Denver here is teamwork. I've said it this entire series. And luckily, they've got it. I mean, Elite Drew able to take down JD after he gets a kill, but he's immediately traded out by Asinine. And Vermont, I love this. He's playing his life just a little bit better. As I say that, though, he does fall. The caster's curse might be real. So sorry, Vermont. But he's got to play his life better. He's definitely got the most... 2. Yeah, I mean, he's got the most deaths on the map. He's got to slow it down. He's got to wait for his teammates and make sure that those trades are coming through.
The team kill onto his teammate, though.
Yeah.
Kind of puts him in the spot where he does kind of have to wait. I will say, on the side of Florida, though, I do love the discipline, the trigger discipline I am seeing out of Elite Drew over in this yellow area. I've seen multiple times where he kind of just waits for a player to walk in front of him, even after they've seen him. And that's the thing, especially with that player playing in yellow, you're now forcing Denver to kind of spawn out. Drew does... fall.
Drew's pushing up, though. Oh, but he does fall now. He had some great timing there on number 8, Asinine. He was right behind him in yellow, but I was just kind of watching him on the mini-map. He pushes up. He does fall from comms there. Asinine able to touch the hill for just a moment, but he realizes he doesn't have help. Tries to run away and play his life a little bit, but he's going to get shot in the back from top plat. Pingin still looking for another kill, but it's going to be Elite True that finds it, taking down JD. And Kib spots another there. Ali, he's going to get called out. This is not looking good for Denver Surrender. You are down 5 lives now, and you've got to get to this point. 17 seconds left. They do find 1 kill. JD pushing through Church, trying to find another. Looks like he did spot one there in Connector. He's going to find another, taking out Drew once again. And now AOJ hopping on point. 2 members of Denver Surrender on this point, and this is completely doable, but AOG getting taken down from up top. Penguin on 5, playing for those streaks. And you know what? I think that's essential. You've got to just sit up there. You've got to play those streaks. There's no reason for you to get aggressive and push down into this hill. But he was chasing for that kill, wanted to get and secure those streaks. Fortunately, it's not going to happen that round, but they do pick up that round, and they tie us up here 1-1 in map 3.
Absolutely. And, you know, not to toot the horn of the Volk, but that gun, he is frying with it. Up in that top comms area, he's able to hold down that spawn and kind of also turn around and hit mid and make sure Denver's not able to hit them through. And we're seeing a B hit off the rip, which I never see out of a team.
And it works out for them as Brindy pops out of that wall. He's going to go in and get the first blood. Elite Drew grabbing another just behind him, and they are on this point. Progressing fast, progressing quickly. Halfway done as JD hops on. He's going to go ahead and stop the bleeding here. He finds 1. He finds 2. His teammates pushing up for the help. They find Brindy in the back as well. And even with the aggression, I mean, they did get the 1 tick. Now they're on A working it out. But, I mean, props to Denver Surrender for really stopping that tick progression over at B.
Absolutely. And Asinine on an amazing flank. I wonder if he's going to get the timing on them. Him just watching that flank, though, that was an excellent read out of him. Especially now they got all of that A and they already have a tick on B. And you have 2 minutes to go and you're about even with lives. But now you have someone in the spawn of Denver. And if I'm Denver right here, I want to get as close to my team as possible. But Brendy's just frying them in the back right now. It does get taken down by AOJ. I'm just cursed.
Yeah, don't we love that? But, you know, if I'm Denver Surrender, I'm telling Vermont, take a breath. You know, we've got to get these kills, but we've got to get them together. Vermont, though, working on a flank. He does push into the hill and finds 1, but he's immediately taken down. JD falling as well. AOJ coming in for the trade, trying to find Brindy up top. They know he's there, but it's going to be Penguin who slides into the hill. He's going to get sights onto AOJ. He's going to take him down. Asinine is there for the trade, but Kib, Brindy, Elite Drew, all there, taking down Denver Surrender, hopping on this point, stacking it, and just like that, Florida Muteteers 2 rounds in a row, taking a huge offensive push there.
Absolutely. Once they got the 4 down, and like I said, the B hit off the rip, I'm going to have to steal that in my books. Because once you got that first tick on B, now you only have to get 2 more, and you have 2 minutes to go. Even though they got wiped off the start, they were able to then all go to A because all of Denver was still at B trying to get that tick off.
Yeah.
And it was just excellent play out of Florida, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, it was perfectly executed. I mean, Brindy busted through. They didn't even lose a man. They won that initial gunfight, and it was exactly what they needed. But now Denver Surrender on offense, and it's going to be AOJ with the first blood as they answer back with the B hit of their own. Unfortunately, Brindy is there to shut it down. Team kill in the process, but all 4 members of Denver Surrender wiped off the map before they're able to secure that tick. Brindy hasn't worked on depleting it yet, though. But they've rotated over to A. Kib falls in the process as Denver Surrender finds 3. And Brindy last alive for the side of Florida Muteteers. He's working on a flank, and I think it's being read. Oh, he just turned around. That is such unfortunate timing as Brindy gets behind him, finds 2. Penguin is there for the help. And Denver Surrender 4 down. What do you do?
Absolutely. If I'm Denver right here, like I said, deep breath. They just got to get a couple down at 1 point and then just stack this 8 point. Give themselves a little bit more time to kind of be able to capture the point. And Vermont in a good spot, but unfortunately does get taken out by Brindy.
You have Brindy on 9. He's got streaks. You have Penguin on 6. He's working on streaks, and Brittany's going to go ahead and call in this glide bomb. He's going to have the information. He's going to get JD out of their spawn. Penguin playing for his glide now. He knows they're on point. He's going to push it, and unfortunately that is going to cost him his life as well as those streaks as he gets shot in the back. JD taking down Elite Drew, stopping him from flanking, but now you're down 10 lives, 20 seconds to go, and you have yet to capture either point. They're playing so separate. I just don't like, they're panicking, and I just don't like what I'm seeing here. If I'm Denver Surrender, you know, you've got one guy on A. You've got to hit that together. 8 seconds left on the clock. They've got to get in. They've got to stop this clock, and they've got to secure this point. Elite Drew coming in, though. He's not going to let it happen on his watch. He's going to go ahead and take him down. Asinine trying to answer with the trades, but it's just not going to be enough. Florida Muteteers taking 3 in a row here in map 3, winning the series 3-0. I mean, was it just the pressure? What made the difference? What made it look so easy for this Florida Muteteers?